starting. Alright, I should be able to zoom this in and get it to... zooming in, is that going in? Yeah, it's going in and out. Alright, so there's the moon. There's the moon. Gotta find the moon. Ah, there it is. I see the moon. Alright, let's get a better close-up picture. If I can get the camera, the video to do it. See if I can get the video. There we go. Alright, it's a little too close in there.
Down, baby.
Take that out.
Come on, fuck out.
Alright, there we go. Might work.
Can I finally look through sometime?
Come on, let me...
Yeah, because she needs to go in.
Oh, there we go.
Get ready. Yeah,
alright, I can see it.
Wait. Ma! You're gonna eat my clothes.
Come on.
Huh?
This video's starting to suck. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Video of the moon. Oh my god, I got a video of the moon. I'm videoing the moon.
Awesome.
pictures of the moon
I can actually see the moon
We're actually videotaping it.
moving across what it looks like.
Today was the Blue Moon Day.
I could put this on YouTube, dude.
Yeah, you should.
And
See how many hits we get.
Yeah,
Especially from the science
just the
community.
fact that I used a normal camera and shined it through the telescope in order to get
Exactly.
a close-up
That's
video of the moon.
smart. Well, you are a brilliant child, though.
I mean, that's amazing. I can see the moon, and I can... Beautiful. Oh, I so wish this was a blue moon. Come on, no, don't lose it. Okay, there we go. Not
my
losing
shoes
it.
down.
I'm losing it now. I guess that's pretty cool. I mean, let's see if I can get any closer to the moon. Let's see that. There it is. Okay, Mom, could you do me a favor quick? Hold the telescope like that. Just hold it like, alright, just push it a little bit. Push it. Alright. There you go, hold it right there. Just hold it right there. Let me get the camera on it.
See, she lost her shoe. I can't. I gotta get her.
Alright, I got it now.
Alright. How'd you lose your shoe, Mama?
Can you get me closer?
Don't
There we
leave it
go.
down there.
Zoomed in on the moon. I can get closer to the moon.
Security for me. Come on.
Well, stop. You're shaking the camera.
Sorry.
It looks like something's like, it almost looks like,
She needs to look through it, but...
it looks like something's moving.
Okay, we'll tell you when... Okay, inside. We'll tell you when. We'll tell you when.
Whoa, this is crazy. It looks like something's moving.
On the moon, right?
Yeah, dude, you...
That's when I said call, you know... Whoa! You see that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
Is that the clouds moving in front of it?
Maybe that's what it is.
It's starting to get blurry now. Just gonna zoom out. I can't believe I got video of the moon.
I know, just like that. Sephora, you need to listen. Go inside. Stop it. I'm gonna ground you.
Back out.
It's just clouds. Go inside right now.
Alright, that's pretty awesome. Stop moving the camera. That is our moon. A beautiful sight to see. Or an ugly one. I don't know. A lot of holes, kind of creepy. And dark. I would not want to be up there. That would be really creepy. But I heard you can bounce really high on the moon. I would love to jump on the moon. I heard you could jump too high, you can jump off.
I heard that too, because Neil Armstrong or somebody, all of them were saying it.
Yeah.
All the astronauts that you bounce, but they just kind of...
My arms are getting tired. I can't do this forever.
Your arms are getting tired?
I'm going to end the video now. I think it's long enough. By the way, if anybody realized here, that is the...
And that we had of all the stuff that we need, you know?
And
so that's on Dad's
me.
computer, so this is free.
I know.
Now, yeah. But all the important stuff that we needed off the tablet and off of that is free, and I have the chip.